think of everything on your body connected. So your legs is you're coming down with a leg and you're almost there you go. And so you're like sitting into a posture of boom, correct. So you want to have one hand leading. I usually lead with the left because of jab, and I'll explain that later. So your jab is kind of front and you're here. So it's this kind of motion. There you go. Boom, perfect. Here, boom, everything, because you're gonna boxing's a lot in your leg. So when you get ready to hit, it's legs, 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 legs. Boom. First punch is probably the most important punch of all because it's your jab. Your jab is your map. Your jab opens up everything. Your jab is what's gonna be filling people out. You see when people start a fight and you're like, "Get this going! This is boring." That's because they're filling each other out. Now imagine you saw a viper on TV and he has a prey, or he's some kind of animal that a snake is trying to put his poison in. He does this thing real quick where he'll attack and then back away. He'll do this attack and then back away real quick. That's how your jab has to come out. And so when you're here and just kind of go slow, boom, attack, back away, boom, 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 boom. And so when you're doing it, it's coming because you're making contact here. You're turning, and it's the bite is here, and then coming back. You're doing this motion. Dude, exactly. Hit the glove, boom, perfect. Hit the glove, perfect. But I want you to stay in the stance. Do it again. Perfect. That's your jab. So when later on, if we have more time or something, I'll say you'll go single jab, double jab, single jab, double jab. So once you get this first punch down, you always want to keep what you want to stay loose, and I'll talk about your stance. So your stance is here, jab, jab, viper, boom, perfect, perfect, good job. Next punch, my favorite, and I'm going to talk about them at the same time. There's two of them. You're going to go a uppercut and a hook. I usually teach the uppercut last, but I started to change it because the mentality of a hook and an uppercut are the same punch, just different locations. So I started to bring them in together. Only fighter in the history of the world to make an uppercut famous is Mike Tyson. An uppercut is not something you're gonna ever lead with. It's not ever something you're coming at and trying to do. It's when you're grinding at the end of fights and you're together and you're coming in there like bodies are tough. It's slow. It's the seventh round. Boom boom, and you'll sneak that in. How you want to look at your uppercut and your hook is your body, legs, and it's a pendulum motion. Boom. That's your hook. That's your hook. Boom. Boom. Do it here. Harder. Perfect. Do it here. Good job. Good job. Now your uppercuts, don't forget, we're going all through the legs. All through the legs. Boom. At first, we want to do it again. I'm going to do the same thing that you just did. Do it again. But this time, go slow, and you don't have to go slow because I can tell you've thrown before. Go slow and exaggerate the hook. So go like this. You don't have to make noise. Get this leg motion. See this leg right here? Power. Power. That's a good job. Good job. You can go regular speed. Good job. That's good job. Same punch. The reason why I started to do the uppercut right after the hook is because it's the same punch, but instead of coming here, it's so. Don't forget power, power, power. So I'm here. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Get a little bit more of swing underneath. I'm not gonna hit you.
Reflex.
Good job.
I'm always ready.
So after that, we're gonna. People call it a cross. Some people call it a straight. You know, this is probably, and it's always debatable depending on who is your teacher. But this is my most famous or my most popular punch that I think is the one that's going to be your knockout. You jab, jab, jab. Then your cross comes almost similar to how we're hooking, but imagine a pendulum on your arm, how we're doing this kind of movement, where your shoulder's going back, and it's get it a little lower here, pendulum back, boom. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Perfect. Perfect. So those are your basic punches. Real easy, right? So you're gonna once you're at home by yourself, you want to first start to over exaggerate, and then we're gonna go over dancing and counters and stuff in a second. But so it's like boom, boom. Once you get that, then you're all good. All right, I'm an old man.
Can I see the hook and the one you just did, the cross,
Okay.
next
So
to each other?
right.
See the difference?
So the difference is when you're starting up here with this pendulum here, it's a cross motion versus
Okay.
hook.
And this actually has more power. This seems to me like it gets more power.
Depends on who you are.
Diagonal.
So this is, I would say your hook has more power, but I would say your cross is more functional in a real fight. You know what I'm saying? And so you'll see. This is a lot. So think of it in common sense. I'm in front of you and I'm boxing. Unless I'm kind of close to you, it's hard for me. This is coming to my body. This is coming to my body. This is coming to my face. You see the difference? And so I decided I'll tell you because it's a good crowd. Do you know how people get knocked out? Why they get knocked out?
Oh, when you get a concussion. Your brain is not around your head.
So your brain is right. I don't want to call it a concussion. That's bad mojo. But but yeah, it is.
Knockout.
Well,
Yeah. So basically, your brain hits the side of your skull.
that's
And
anytime they say knockout, that's what's happening.
that's what happened.
Oh my god.
So when you hit somebody here and your brain hits the skull, then you're knocked out. You hit somebody here and
Yeah.
not likely to knock them out.
Right.
Let's talk defense, counters, and dancing.
Okay.
So when you go defense, and common sense, you're in a fight, and I just do like, hey, what's up? And I just do like that. What's your first reaction? You just did it. Not you kind of did like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
When I do like this, your first reaction is your body's telling you get the hell out the way if you see something coming. In boxing, you want to get out the way while never retreating. If that makes sense. So have you ever seen Kung Fu Panda? You got a kid, right?
I have. He has.
I think that's more my age.
Oh, okay.
That came out a long time ago.
My bad.
No,
So Kung Fu Panda, there's a scene where Po goes in the gym for the first time, and then there's that. It's like we use that to train children, and it's that woo, like little ball thing that goes like that. Imagine when you're on defense that you are that little ball. So whenever I do this, I gotta come back and do this because I'm attacking. Oh, oh, that's where you're bob and weave, bob and weave. So what happens is I'm in my stance, if someone's coming to attack me, I'm initially gonna go here, move, but I want to come around. I'll go over this more in detail in a second to continue to attack. So boom, 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 boom to a continue. So imagine you're always that dog. I'm gonna go over it individually in a second. Other than that, so that's called defense. You also want to get your hands up, but always remember, whenever I am the little dog from that pole hit, no matter how many times I hit it, I got to come back with an attack. So it's here, 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 here. You know, so what happens is when I come at you here, you're gonna go this way. Exactly. When I come at you here, exactly. Boom. That was perfect. You see what I said? So it's here, boom. Here, boom. If I come this way, it's here. So if I come this way, you're here and you're here. Good job. If I come this way, you're here and you're here. So once I know that's a lot to take in at one point because it's your first time doing it, but that was pretty good. And that was really good. So you're here and you're boom, boom, boom. Always coming back. Always coming back. Never retreat. Never surrender. Never. Unless you're getting beat up pretty bad. So the last thing I want to talk about, and then I'm just going to go over some drills with you guys, and then that's beginning boxing, is when people say you're dancing, you're bobbing and weaving, and your footwork a little bit. So imagine you're in your stance, and this box is the only place you could go. This box. Say we each are in a box. So imagine you're just moving in the box. My next step will be here. So you want to always kind of be in this box. Now there's no real right or wrong to moving in the box, but there are logistics because you have to be able to throw a punch. Like, so if I'm here, I'm not going to move in the box here because I can't punch you here. So if I'm in the box here, I'm not going to move here because I can't hit you here. So every little movement is boom, 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 boom. And then once you start to do it a little bit better, and I got a bad knee. So always remember when you're doing this, keep your stance. There you go. There you go. Quick learner. Good job. So the last thing, and I really don't like to do this for a beginner, but I will teach you guys here tonight, is because don't do it unless you become really good, but let's go over it. Is Muhammad Ali is the only person who made this famous. Conor McGregor does it, but when we're dancing, it's a jump rope, you know. So you're here, and the point of that is you have to find yourself in a position where you might have to retreat or where you might have to escape. And if you don't know how to really dance correctly or retreat correctly, you can't box your way out of some situation. You're gonna have to learn how to dance out of some situation. But somebody's that good and they're just getting you and the ropes are here. You can't box your way out of that. You know, you got to be able to come out of it. You got to be able to come out of it. But I don't like to do it because you don't need to dance at first because you're not going to be fighting nobody. But the box is not going to work every single time. Sometimes you got to dance your way out of trouble, but you never really have to dance your way into trouble. Unless you're good, then you just be like, I got you. You know? But don't do that. So we're just going to go over a couple drills real quick. Each one. First, I'm just going to say, I'm going to call out a punch. I'm going to be right next to you. I'm going to say jab, 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 hook, jab, cross, jab, uppercut. I'll do that for about 30 seconds each, and you can go ahead, and then we'll rotate, do that for a couple minutes, and then we're cool. Let me see your jab, 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 back, jab, Uppercut. Uppercut. Cross.
Hang out with me.
There you go. Good job. Jab. 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 Slow it down.
Come over here. I got some for you. Look.
Jab. Jab. Cross. Cross. Uppercut. Good job. Uppercut. Jab. Good job. Let's do one more time. Jab. 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 Cross. Good job. Cross.
Good.
Cross. Jab. Jab. Uppercut. Good job. Back it up. Jab. Jab. Uppercut. Cross. Hook. Hook. Good job. Jab. 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 Cross. Hook. Bob. Weave. Bob. Weave. Good job. So if you get all these motions down, and then what I'll do, I don't know, see, it's real quick. So what I'll do now is, believe it or not, I will attempt, I'm going to go super slow, super easy, but I want you, don't try and hit me hard. All right, I don't want to put my headgear on. I'm going to attempt, every class that I ever teach, we spar initially. I will not hit you, but you can hit me. Don't try and knock me out or I'll get mad. So we're going to be in a stance, and then I'm gonna say, are you ready? You're going to say, are you ready? So I'm going to come at you. You're going to try and punch me.
Wait, are we saying we're ready now?
No. So yeah.
Like you hit me last time. Like hit
So
him
you're
like
gonna
that.
try,
Very, very light. You did
you're gonna
perfect
try. I
last
want
time.
you to focus on opening up a punch with your jab. What I'm gonna do is obviously my skill level is better. I'm gonna show you some stuff how to be defensive, so that you have to start thinking. So are you ready?
Yeah, are you ready?
Ready.
Oh no.
Come on. Good job. Good job.
Yeah,
Good job. Good job.
Oh. Oh.
Good job.
Oh. Oh.
But for now, only jab for now. We're gonna go more punches.
Oh, sorry.
No apologize.
You got a block, buddy. Can't let me get you. Watch out for your money.
Good job. We're gonna do that each time, and then incorporate one punch.
Hold on, but you want them off?
One punch each time. Only your jab. Good job. Right. Good job. You can only use your jab and hook.
And my hook is this one.
Uppercut.
No.
That's uppercut, hook, cross.
Oh, hook is like this and cross.
So I think it can be confusing if you haven't done it. So the hook is this motor. Cross, your elbows up high. Hook is down here. Uppercut is down here.
So we're doing this one.
So you can.
And
I
jab.
want you to always. I'm not gonna tell you when to use your hook.
Okay.
You're gonna try and use it when you think it's open.
Okay.
So
Hook and jab.
hook and jab.
Okay.
So I want you to jab, and when you think you have the hook on my body, use it.
Okay.
And if you really don't have it, I'm gonna just do that to you.
Okay. Okay, ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Ready. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Open me up. Open me up. There you go. That's good. That's good for the first one. There you go. Good. Good job. 10 more seconds. Stop. Good job. You know what you did there. I'm gonna tell you what you did positive. I gave it to you, but you recognize it. So when you saw me do this here,
Yeah.
you saw that there it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Told you.
And I did give it to you on purpose.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. But to be able to see it, to be able to recognize it,
Yeah.
is very important. So when I did boom, boom to block, you saw it.
Yeah.
That's boxing. So jab hook. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. See that dancing? I had to get out, so I had to dance. I can't box my way out of that. Good job. It's a workout, huh? You ready? Go. Any punch.
Here. Here. You want this? Come here. Hey, buddy, come on, over here.
What I want you to stop doing is jumping around.
Yeah.
Come here. Come on, you can do it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You gotta come over here, buddy. There you go.
That's not gonna get done. Boxing stand. Are you ready?
I like the dancing part, I guess.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Good job.
No, I'm jumping. Okay.
Good job. So when you want to get to me, you don't have to.
You really love doing that. Ha!
Step up. Step up.
Okay.
Step up. Step
Okay.
up.
This is karate. It's boxing. We don't do the hiya.
Okay.
Box.
Okay.
Box.
Okay. Ready.
All right. Ready. Good job. That's better. That's better.
Oh yeah. What is that? Oh, let's
Good
go
job.
see it. Come on. Where is it?
Good job.
Oh, the juggling?
You got me real quick.
You want to watch it? Right here. I'll pick you up. Let's go watch this right quick.
20 more seconds. Good job. Good job. 15 more seconds. Come on, you good. Good job. Good job. All right. Good job. Well, okay. Let's think about this rationally. If I'm jumping, I'm not getting that leg strength. If I don't have this, bah, I'm gonna go down. You can use any punch. Ready? Good.
Oh yeah, I'm good. There's a mistake on my part.
More stuff. Come on. Don't give up. 2 more seconds. There you go. Good job, guys. Good job. 2 opens. Good job. Good job, man. That's beginning boxing 101.
Thank you. That's good.